and welcome to Machine Gun Computer's review of Warframe. This is Insult, and we will be discussing Warframe, which is a free-to-play sci-fi co-op third-person shooter being developed by Digital Extremes. What it boils down to is you are playing as a race on the brink of extinction called the Tenno. Your goal is to master the ability to wield powerful suits called Warframes, ancient weapons from old Earth to defeat the Grineer's overreaching empire that seeks to eliminate you. We will be looking today at gameplay mechanics, the marketplace, and the affinity system. This week we have 3 beta keys to give away. All you've got to do is like our Facebook, like the video, and subscribe to our channel. What you see here is the solar system in which you will be carrying out your missions. This is currently the only solar system which we can utilize, but there are more to come. If you place your cursor over a particular planet, you can see information pertaining to that planet and the resources that can be gathered there. Here you can see all the available missions. A blue diamond indicates that you have completed the mission. Yellow will indicate that the mission is available but has not yet been completed. And gray means the missions are still locked. Next, we will look at the menu bar. This is the Profile and Statistics tab, which keeps track of everything you have accomplished in the game since you started playing, from kills to credits. It also allows you to see how you compare against the top players in the game. The last tab shows us artifacts that we have collected while playing. An artifact is a buff you get that is always active. You may have one of these selected at a time. This buff also transfers to other players that are in your squad. Next, we will be looking at the arsenal. Outside of missions, you will spend a lot of time in here, configuring your weapons and gear. Every piece of equipment that you can use in the game can be customized. As you use a particular Warframe weapon, you gain affinity, which is like an EXP system. Once you reach a certain amount of affinity on any certain item, you'll gain a rank up and a skill point to spend in the properties tree of that particular item. In addition to that, throughout the game you will pick up mods. These mods are modifications that can be attached to specific pieces of equipment to change various properties from damage and reload time to adding elemental effects like fire and frost. The Contacts tab can be used to manage your friends and your clan. While there is a clan system set up, there is no content that would require or promote clan work yet. While Warframe is a completely free-to-play game, and you can unlock everything in the game simply by playing, there is a marketplace where your in-game currency can be spent. You can earn credits by killing NPCs and completing missions, or you can buy platinum with real money to also purchase gear. As you gain levels, more gear will become available to you. Lastly, we have the Foundry. While you're hacking your way through levels, you may occasionally find blueprints to a certain weapon or warframe. This is how you will acquire gear outside of the marketplace, as well as some items that cannot be purchased. Throughout gameplay, you will also pick up components that are required to make this gear. Once you have a blueprint and all required resources, you can build this item. Each piece takes about 12 hours to craft. I know you want to see gameplay, so here we go. Basic information that you need to know is each warframe that you can use has a separate set of 4 abilities that can be utilized. We will be looking at Excalibur, the very first warframe that is unlocked. As you watch the gameplay, I will be giving my personal views on the game so far. As of right now, the game offers 6 mission types that are all carried out on the same map throughout their solar system. This gets a bit repetitive, but they are working on new maps to be released shortly. Graphically speaking, this game is up to par with any competition. It can be ran at low settings on a moderate computer, but you will not appreciate what is lying under the highest settings. They have utilized the NVIDIA physics engine well, and will continue to improve upon already great graphics. The combat system is not familiar. It takes a bit of practice to learn how to use, but once you do, it's very effective. So far, there's a lot to be asked of a story and a plot. There has been little to no focus on the history of any of the races you face in combat. The Grineer are the first faction the player encounters and the first enemies fought. They use cloned Marines as their basic infantry, occasionally having more powerful variants. They rely on small arms weapons and firing from cover with the occasional chainsaw madman trying to slice your face off. The Corpus are one of the enemies encountered after the Grineer, and operate differently. They tend to use robotic walkers called MOAs and crew members as their basic infantry, but also employ stationary turrets and cameras. They also make use of various drones, which can perform various actions such as laying mines or shielding nearby Corpus. Lastly, the infected have the least information about how they came to be. They generally charge your face and explode or maul you to death with devastating melee attacks. I feel that there is a lack of versatility in the NPCs that we're fighting throughout these missions. There's no real diversity in how they attack or move, or the abilities that they have. There are boss fights, but so far they're like picking a fight with any other NPC in the game. There are not very many mechanics involved and really require no skill in order to defeat. I will say that the devs are doing a great job of responding to the feedback from the forums, and are making great strides to improve. Over the last few weeks, there have been many updates and changes for the better. There are still many bugs and imbalances, but this is a closed beta and it's to be expected. I think this game will be polished out and gain popularity. Warframe is promising for many things. So far, I've played many hours slaying countless bodies with my friends and had a great time doing so. The way things are shaping up, this game looks to be a must-play. Overall, Machine Gun Computers gives Warframe 3.5 bullets out of a possible 5, with expectations to improve.